Hi guys, and welcome back. Today you join me on a little stroll along the canal side here. But that's not really what I'm here for today. I get asked by you, my viewers, many questions, which I try to answer them all. I don't answer your question, it's because I haven't seen it. And when I say I haven't seen it, it's because YouTube haven't shown it to me. This happens sometimes, I understand. I don't know why, and I don't know how to stop it. So, a few questions that I have been asked recently. And some of these questions I get asked quite often. The first question is, I get regularly asked, where do you go in winter? Well, that's easy. Here. Yes, I stay on the canal network in winter, and I do what one has to do when living on the canal network in winter. I move every few days, or every 14 days as well, one has to. I also get asked, of course, linked into that, is why I don't stop in marinas, where obviously it would be more comfortable. I'd probably have access to hook up for electricity and road access, and probably a shop nearby, and all round generally an easier way of life. There's a couple of real good reasons for that. Reason number one, I cannot afford to go into a marina. They come quite pricey these days, and I like being on the cut. Quite as simple as that. Another question I've been asked quite recently, or not so much a question as a statement, and 3 or 4 people have actually made this statement to me in the last, I don't know, 2 months. How come my channel isn't any bigger? How come I only have 1,600 odd subscribers? Well, of course, that's not so much down to me, that's more down to you. If you watch and you haven't subscribed, please do so and help that count go up. I have my own theories behind it. Well, perhaps I just make terrible videos, could be one of them. But I try to bring you life as it is, a little bit raw, a little bit unedited sometimes. But I want to get over the point of what canal life is, and not what some people want to portray it as. It's not all roses, although there are some fantastic times to be had. Yes, and one of the other things I believe is one of the main reasons why my channel doesn't grow very much. I don't tick any boxes, and most of you out there will know what I mean by not ticking any boxes. I'm a straight, old, white male, and for some reason that doesn't tick many boxes these days, does it? Just watch what's on TV today. That's why I don't watch TV. Well, very, very rarely. I much prefer to watch YouTube videos. Well, we have a boat going by, look.
This end in the next few weeks.
See, I'm not the only person moving around on the cuts. It's got a bit breezy here, so I'm going to move on a bit quickish. Well, I think we're out of the wind a bit more now. I'll just move the camera position a little bit. Seem to be a little bit sheltered by the trees here, although it has put me in the shade, so obviously the picture quality is probably not going to be quite as good. It's rather chilly today, I must say that, but I don't mind. I can keep warm, as you can see, but it's very difficult to keep dry if you're out in the rain or snow. The dreaded S word. Snow. Yeah, I don't like snow. It's not very nice for travelling in. When it snows, I like to stay inside the boat, keep it nice and snug and warm. Another question I get asked quite regularly is, what do I do for food during the winter? Well, that's quite simple. I basically move during the winter time between towns, villages, where there are shops. I'm currently moored at Rugby, actually technically Browns Over, although I even think this side of the canal is not actually Rugby. I think it comes under Newbold, because I happened to notice the other day that the address for Tesco's is actually Newbold. Yes, but realistically it's Rugby. So I'll move around here at the moment. I've been moving around between a few places. I will go down the Coventry Arm when I leave here probably, and probably shop there at Tesco's. There's also a brilliant Asian store down there which sells every spice you can think of. Well, I think they do anyway. And various rices, hundreds of different rices, lentils. They also have a fresh fruit market which I purchase things from. So from here, after I leave Rugby, I will head in that direction, do some shopping there. And then I'll probably head up towards Nuneaton, where I probably won't be doing much in the way of shopping. The stores are a little walk from the canal, and I'll probably carry on up through to Atherstone, where I like to shop. There's some lovely shops at Atherstone. I love Atherstone, and they have a very nice Aldi there and a huge co-op. Well, let's continue with this walk a little bit. Just gotta love the motorbikes, haven't you? Well, let's continue with this walk a little bit, and we'll carry on up the canal. Of course, I'm on the Oxford Canal. Another question I get asked is, what do I do for money? Well, basically I hardly have any money, but I've been looking for a job for at least the last year or so to work from the boat. I tried to set up my own business from the boat, as you probably know, but financially I just couldn't do it. To become a trader, I have to have my boat taken out of the water and a full survey done on it for insurance purposes. Well, unless I'm actually set up in trading, I just wouldn't have the money to do that, or don't have the money to do that. Another question I get asked quite regularly is, how do I get on travelling on the canals during the winter months? Well, to be quite honest with you, it's not that much different to the summer months. The canals are normally quieter, so it's easier. And also, I make my trips quite short normally, especially when it's cold. I don't need to travel anywhere in particular, so quite often my trips are between one mooring spot and the next decent mooring spot. So an hour to 2 hours is normally a day's travel for me in the winter. Of course, saying that, I don't travel much more than that most of the time in the summer, so it really doesn't affect me that much. I've never been one for doing lots of long trips, although I do occasionally. I just haven't needed to, or don't need to. You know, it's always odd. Whenever I try to film outside, there's always some noise going on. I think there's a helicopter up in the sky somewhere nearby, hovering. There's always a drone going on somewhere. And I don't mean one of the things that fly in the sky, I mean a noise. Another thing is, I'm not sure how much longer I will be bringing a Wednesday video. Time is going to become very short for me, because what I was saying earlier about money and lack of it, I've gone and got a job. Yes, me! I've gone and got a job. I've been trying for one for a long time, and it's working from the boat. But it's going to be, I'll be honest with you, I was looking for part-time, like 20 to 30 hours a week. Well, what came available is full-time, working 40 hours a week. So it's going to leave me very short of time to make 2 videos a week. So you may find there'll be a Saturday video only coming up. I start my job on the 17th of this month, so a week and a half's time roughly. So I might be able to bring you a little video next week on the Wednesday. I'm thinking from thereafter, for at least a period of time until I get settled into the job and find out what time I actually have available to myself for editing. It's not the filming of these videos which takes particularly that much time, it's the editing and the compressing and the uploading, getting decent internet speed, things like that. That's what takes all the time. I've just come out for a little walk this today and filmed. I've been out for just over an hour, so it's only taken me an hour to film it. But now I shall go back to the boat, and it'll probably take me, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours to edit, make it to a file compatible for uploading for YouTube, snippet all the bits together in the edit, of course. And because the internet's not that great around here, I should probably run it through Handbrake and compress the file and then upload it. Well, it's currently about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and by the time I finish doing all that, I expect it'll be 8 o'clock tonight. Anyway, that's my problem, nobody else's. Well, I've just turned round now and I'm starting to walk back towards the boat. I didn't go that far today, probably a mile from the boat. I turned round and I'm on the way back. A 2-mile walk this time of the year when it's cold. That's enough for me today. That doesn't of course include going off to the shops and things like that, but of course you're doing even more walking. I do try and get off the boat every day and go for a walk, unless the weather is really inclement, like chucking it down with rain or snowing hard. A day like today, it's cold, crisp, but sunny, and I'm quite happy to be out walking in it. I don't even have my gloves on. Well, I'm recording this on Tuesday, I think it's the 4th today, afternoon, and I need to get this uploaded for tomorrow, the 5th. So it's time to get back to the boat and do that. So from what I was saying earlier, if you're not already subscribed, please help the channel out and do subscribe. I know an awful lot of you out there watch that are not subscribed. It's free, doesn't cost you a penny, so please do it. Please help me out. And if you really like the video, share it with your friends. That would help even more. And don't forget to click the old like button. And to add to that, if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to also hit the old bell notification button when you do subscribe. That way YouTube will inform you every time I upload a new video. Well, that just leaves me to say, thank you very much for watching. Trevor out.